The Ottawa County Board of Commissioners held its first meeting of 2025 today and elected leadership for the next year.
News 8's Duncan McLean joins us live with who will serve as board chair and their priorities for the first week of work.
Brian, Sue, two newly elected members of the board were elevated by their peers to leadership positions today, replacing the two co-founders of Ottawa Impact, who will retain their seats on the board. The new leadership, though, is not endorsed by that conservative advocacy group, but everyone involved today said that they hope to move forward collaboratively. John Teeples of the 7th District and John Bruggers of the 10th District were nominated, elected, and sworn in Thursday as chair and vice chair of the Ottawa County Board of Commissioners. Both men eager to get to work on the business of the county and reuniting the community.
My decisions, as I'm talking about, you make decisions on principle, on common sense, and it's not going to be spontaneous. This is a wonderful county. Everybody should feel that they should be part of, and my goal is to make them feel that this is their county. I'm just a representative to try to lead us back to where we can be better.
What struck me the most during public comment is the fear that some of our constituents on both sides of the political aisle have about being represented right here in Ottawa County. And if I could speak to them, and I hope I did in the audience, but I want to let them know that rest assured, we hear you. We are going to do our best to find the common ground in between different viewpoints and to move us forward. We're going to be systematic, that we're going to be transparent, that we're going to try to get back to some good, boring government in Ottawa County.
Both Teeples and Bruggers defeated former board chair and Ottawa Impact founder Joe Muller, who was nominated for both leadership positions, marking the end of an era of control for the conservative advocacy group. Teeples, though, assured their supporters they will still have a voice in the county's governance.
I don't think we can we should just throw out everything that Ottawa Impact stood for the last 2 years. We shouldn't do that. There's a segment of the community that leans that direction. The more debate, the more discussion, the more different views, I think good decisions get made. So it's not one side or the other, it's the collective effort to make the right decisions. The board made some decisions that weren't good for all of us, right? We'll see if we can correct those, but we're not just going to throw out the baby for the bathwater.
One of those areas in need of correction is the long vacant office of the county administrator, last held by Ottawa Impact appointee John Gibbs, until he was fired by the board last February. The vacuum since has left the board in a difficult situation.
The administrator runs the county, right? So, yes, the board sets policies and works with the administrator to set agendas and those kind of things, but ultimately it's the administrator that's going to do the day-to-day work of the county and carry out board priorities and objectives, right? It's just a vital link, and you can't have one or the other. And we've had one or the other in the last 2 years at different times over the last 2 years, and we've had problems.
Teeples told News 8 that he plans to nominate longtime former Ottawa County Sheriff Gary Rozema as interim administrator at the board's next meeting, scheduled for Tuesday, January 7. He added they will also begin to discuss establishing the board's rules, including the number of committees and meeting dates, at that meeting next week. That meeting at the Ottawa County complex on Fillmore Street is scheduled for Tuesday, January 7th. Brian?